All right, if you're new to the wedding video world, chances are you've probably already felt this. The pressure, the paralysis from all the competition, the fear that you are 5 steps behind before you even get started. You think there's already all these amazing filmmakers out there, they have all the gear, they got the brand attention, why would any couple ever choose me? But here's the reality. No one ever starts at the top. Even the filmmakers that you admire, the ones that you're seeing all over the internet, they all started from somewhere. And couples don't really choose videographers because they are the best. They choose videographers because they are the best for them. Or their favorite videographer wasn't available and hey, you're the next best thing.
Come along, afterthought.
But in all seriousness, when you learn to define your couple down to the microscopic detail, the path forward suddenly becomes clear. Saturation doesn't shut you out of an industry. What shuts you out is being like every other box that sits on the shelf. Because anyone can make a wedding film these days, and you can't compare your day 1 to someone else's day 1000. So today I want to unpack this comment that I received on whether or not a beginner can break through that noise in the wedding industry in 2026 and what I might do differently if I had to start all over. What's up everybody, Jared with an I here. Welcome back to the channel. If this is your first time here, welcome to How to Film Weddings. This channel is all about helping you become better filmmakers together. So if that is your sort of thing, your cup of tea, it would mean a lot if you consider liking and subscribing. Let's just start by getting really simple about the heart of any business for a second. 1, a customer has a problem. 2, you have a solution to that problem. And 3, they pay you money in exchange for that solution. Couples want their story captured. They want their memories preserved. And they want the emotions remembered. But their problem isn't that they need a video. The problem is that they don't want to forget how it actually felt. And the differentiator is how you go about solving that problem through your client experience. But here's the problem. Most wedding filmmakers get stuck because they don't know how to effectively communicate the solution. And they end up creating the same thing as everyone else. And to a couple who has never hired a filmmaker before, the entire industry looks like a million versions of the exact same thing. And that's a part of the real problem that a lot of couples are facing in the industry today. 1, everything looks the same. Same feeling, same pacing, music, shot selection. So it's hard to distinguish what makes one filmmaker unique from the other. 2, they don't know what style they prefer. They see all these buzzwords from cinematic or highlight, documentary, fine art, editorial, luxury. Couples don't really care about the jargon, and honestly, it means nothing to them. They can only describe to you how they want it to feel. Couples are overwhelmed and terrified to choose the wrong person. The budgets are confusing. They don't understand the difference between a $1,500 videographer and an $8,000 videographer. Couples have no framework to understand the logistics, the value, and the experience behind the price. They assume that videographers are optional just because that regret doesn't usually come until after the wedding day. And the last is they just simply can't visualize their story in your hands. At its core, couples are just overwhelmed and undereducated on the value of wedding videography. And honestly, most of us as wedding videographers are overwhelmed and undereducated into the art of communicating that value effectively. Because couples are making an emotional, expensive, high-stakes decision when it comes to the vendors they choose for their wedding, and most of the time, they're making those decisions with very little clarity being delivered to them. But if you strip away the gear, what trends are on social media, the endless supply of wedding video content out there, the real secret to winning the game of wedding filmmaking starts with one simple competition. Who can serve their couples the best and who can communicate their value the clearest. Most wedding filmmakers think that their biggest problem is gear. It's algorithms or it's oversaturation. But honestly, most of us are simply overwhelmed and missing opportunities because we don't have a clear place to show who we are and why we matter. And I know because I've been there. Back in 2023, my brand was struggling. I honestly thought I was gonna have to go back to a 9 to 5 because my inbox was empty, it was filled with spam, I wasn't booking any weddings, and I knew that something needed to change. I wondered if it was my films, is it that I need a new camera, like do I need to level up my production, like what is really going on here? And I realized that the problem wasn't my films, it wasn't my communications, it was my website. So I reached out to Austin from Creative Cabana to help me just revitalize my brand, give it a refresh, make it feel more like me. And honestly, once the new site went live, I started getting more inquiries. I started booking couples. They trusted me more right out of the gate, which was weird because usually I had to kind of work up to that. But that's the power of a good website. It doesn't have to be perfect, but it does need to be clear. Clear on who you serve, clear on what problem you solve, and clear on why you're different. So if you feel like your business is at a standstill right now, if you're looking to change things up, you need a refresh, you need something to get you out of the rut that you find yourself in, or you don't have a website at all. Check out Creative Cabana. I'll link some more information down in the description below. They have helped hundreds of wedding filmmakers in the industry just completely transform their business. They get it. They're honestly the best out there. And I really think they could help you in your business today if you need it, because a website isn't something that you should just have. It should be working for you. You know, it goes so far beyond just showing up on the day with a camera and making a pretty product. Every touch point that you have with your couple is a part of that experience. It's what's gonna set you apart, it's what's gonna hold you back, it's gonna keep you on that shelf, it's gonna take you off the shelf. From that first initial inquiry message to the questions you ask during the consultation, how your website makes them feel, the way you talk about telling their story, all the way to how you deliver and package their film. Each moment either blends trust or blends you back into the noise. And ultimately, you want to set a promise, you want to over-deliver on that promise and keep rinsing, repeating, because that's going to help build your reputation, it's going to help build trust, and yes, you'll grow your skill set by filming more weddings. But you don't just grow by filming more weddings, you actually grow by understanding people more clearly. Simply put, empathy can turn any business around because anyone can film a wedding, learn how to use a camera, learn how to edit. But what most of us seem to really struggle with and overlook early on in the journey is how to communicate our value effectively. Because couples aren't really buying wedding films, they're buying certainty. Certainty that you won't miss moments, that you care about their day just as much as they do, that you're someone they can trust. Because they are buying trust, not specs. They're not buying follower counts. They're ultimately buying clarity. If they understand you, your process, your value, what your product ultimately solves for them in their life, they're gonna feel safe choosing you. Because at the end of the day, business is solving a meaningful problem. It's communicating the solution effectively and over-delivering the solution every single time. So if I was starting over from scratch, the first thing that I would focus on is stop trying to be like everyone else. Stop copying styles, stop trying to emulate whoever was trending that week, because blending in is the fastest way to be invisible. And you don't have to be different for the sake of being different. You just need to be clear about what matters to you and your ideal couple. Then I would definitely define that ideal couple way sooner. Because in the beginning, I didn't understand who I was really serving. It created a lot of confusion within my brand. And clarity is really what attracts. Because when you know who you serve, everything else becomes a lot easier. Your website, your films, your pricing, your consultations. And getting clear on your ideal couple is gonna help you grow so much faster. I'd also focus less on the film and more on the experience. I'd obsess over the communications, more so over the technical. Because couples, again, they're not gonna remember specs, they're gonna remember feeling safe choosing you. And that starts with strong and reliable communication. Skill matters, but communication, if you think about it, really pays the bills. So early on, I would definitely focus on trying to get better at translating emotion over just spitting out the technical jargon. Showing couples why my process is the way it is, why I'm so passionate about it, and what problem I ultimately aim to solve. Next is I'd stop trying to be the best. I'd stop trying to win the internet. Because couples aren't hiring the best, they're hiring the best for them. Because they're hiring the people that they understand, the one who listens, the one that makes them feel seen, and the one that they can trust with their most precious moments. I'd also remove gear from the center of my identity. Cameras are a tool, they're not your personality. Because gear ultimately doesn't create confidence, but understanding people and the process will. I'd stop comparing my chapter 1 to someone else's chapter 10, because if I'm being honest, comparison definitely stunted my growth more than any mistake that I ever made. And so if I had to start over, I'd focus more on putting in the reps over trying to get the recognition. I'd focus more on consistency because consistency is going to compound more than anything else. And that's just proof in the pudding for me. Over the last 7-8 years, just being consistent on YouTube, being consistent in my wedding business, things have worked out. And at the end of it all, I'd remember that the game of wedding filmmaking isn't about who has the best camera, who has the most followers, who has the best work. The game is gonna be who serves their couple the best and who communicates their value the clearest. That's it. If you master that, you will find success in any industry, any service-based industry for that matter. But that's it for me. Thanks so much for watching. Hope you found this video helpful and valuable in some way. If you did, it would mean so much if you consider liking and subscribing. Drop a comment below. Head over to our Facebook group, How to Film Weddings, where the conversation is continuing over there with a bunch of like-minded filmmakers just like you who want to learn, grow, and become better filmmakers together. So I hope to see you over there. And until next time, keep creating and telling beautiful stories. Peace.